people, and welcome back to Subconscious Food. I hope you are having the most beautiful day. Today we're talking about forgiveness. The reason why we're talking about forgiveness is because it's very important. Forgiveness. What does it mean to forgive? Why do we have to do it? It's so important. All this and more coming up right now. Go ahead, click that subscribe button to support me in helping more and more people live happy and fulfilled lives. Let's get straight back to it. So, forgiveness. We hear a lot about forgiveness. And over the course of my journey, I've been learning more and more about it, and it has been resonating more and more with me. That's something that I need to do. Because what I've come to realize is that in each and every situation, even ones that you wouldn't necessarily think you need to forgive yourself and everyone and everything within that scenario, within that scenery, the more I actually do it, the clearer I become, the happier I become, the more at peace I become, and actually it gives me so much more perspective. Because sometimes what we don't realize is that within our subconscious, so everything that's stored here, there are scenes that you wouldn't even think have had an impact on you, and they have. They've impacted your belief systems. They've impacted your thoughts that you think now, maybe 10 years later. They impact the way that you react to people, new people you've just met, and you're still using that same old belief systems based on past trauma, past experience, pain, to react to this completely new person in your life with the old ways. So we've got to clean and clear and enlighten that old parallel part of ourselves, because if we don't, what we end up doing is giving ourselves more and more cycles just to carry on within and enter into new parts of our lives. So forgiveness is very important. Just to give it a little esoteric spin on today's video, I was definitely inspired to do this video from some channeled material by Jane Roberts. Seth Speaks, absolutely mind-blowing. And Seth tells us that when we, of course in the afterlife and in life in general, the possibilities are endless, they are infinite. So this is obviously from one perspective. It doesn't have to be this way, but this is what Seth says. He says, when we don't forgive someone or something, we end up repeating those cycles in other lives, in past lives, in future lives, in everything to come. So if you're experiencing a pain right now, the question that you need to be asking yourself is, do I want to spend another lifetime going through this pain? Now, most of you, if not all of you, will say, no, of course not. Why would I want to do that? So, with that in mind, it is of utmost importance that any thought you think that is not of 100% pure love, you apply forgiveness to. And it's forgiveness to yourself, because everyone is you pushed out. So everyone and everything is a conscious reflection of yourself and what's going on inside of you. To forgive the person, again, same concept, everyone is you pushed out. So you're forgiving that parallel version of you that exists somewhere, somehow. Forgiveness of the energy and the consciousness in the room that you were in, the place that you were, in the you know, with the vibrations and the vibes and everything that you encountered at that moment. For example, have you noticed that if you listen to a song, right, and that song was playing during a time that was more challenging for you, do you also feel that that song is now tainted? You've actually tainted a song for yourself because of something that happened whilst it was playing. So now, you know I couldn't even have listened to that song again because it would just remind me of that time. So what that gave me an indication of is that I had not healed from that scenario. I had not healed and forgiven myself from that situation and that scenery that I was in. So the only way to get back that love for that song, that love for that environment, that love for that person, that love for yourself, is to forgive it, to heal it. Comment down below forgiveness if you would like some more videos on how to forgive, because there are so many different ways. There's one way which I found extremely powerful, but there are so many ways. I'll give you a little insight into one of them. Let's say you want to forgive someone in your life, someone close to you maybe, and maybe they did absolutely horrendous things, maybe they did something very small. Nonetheless, it's had a very big impact on you. So Louise Hay's method of healing is to imagine this person in front of you as if they're sort of an actor up on a screen, and you see this person as a child, as a baby, and again you look through the eyes of compassion at this person and you see the pain that they went through. You see that they just want to be loved. You see, you know, the circumstances that they went through that helps you understand and put a perspective on maybe the pain they've projected outwards. And you forgive them by giving them the biggest hug. And you forgive them with love. And when you forgive them, you forgive yourself. And you forgive yourself for not forgiving them sooner. And you now enter into this space where you are full of love, compassion, joy, bliss, and most importantly, peace. So the important thing to remember here is forgiveness is extremely powerful. If you are still struggling to change your belief systems, maybe have a think about what you need to forgive, and go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe button to help me in supporting more and more people live happy and fulfilled lives. If this video, guys, has been of any value to you, go ahead and click that like button, share it with your loved ones. You'd never know who may need it the most right now. Until next time, namaste, bye.